Howdy everyone, welcome back to Blender Mondays. Welcome to everyone that is here, welcome Hozg, and anyone else that's here. I still don't know if that's the proper way to pronounce your name or not, even though I'm still confused whether that's how you actually pronounce it or whether you say it like another way. Anyways, we are basically starting off where we left things, not last week, but the week before, because last week's Blender Mondays got postponed. But anyways, we're going to jump straight back into where we left off. I'm actually not too happy with what we had so far. It's kind of yeah, it's not really doing too much for me. It's kind of, I don't really like it. So I don't know if I want to just scrap it and then start from scratch or what, because it's not great, and I don't know what's not great about it. And I don't want to spend heaps of time figuring out what's not great about it when I could just scrap it and start from scratch again. I mean, it could just be a lack of, for instance, character lighting. That could, or there already is some character lighting. Well, that gets rid of that theory. I mean, I could try adding a point lamp somewhere around here, as if there was maybe a torch or something, and set it to an orange. And then this probably needs to be about 200. That might be a bit too, yeah. I also don't want it to reflect, too much. It should reflect on the edges and stuff, but I don't want it to fully reflect on the eyes. Yeah, I mean, that's a little better. I think the other thing as well is the posing is really off. Welcome to the stream, Far. How's it going? Yeah, I reckon it could just be the posing, as well as the fact that I feel like the eyebrows should probably be a black. So where are these UV to? Okay, I'm gonna move these UVs up to about there, and then we are going to go to our image editor, and we are going to get black, and then we're just going to paint onto here, and then we're going to save that image, and then go back to view and go back to our UVs, and that fixes that. Also, is there subsurface on these? There is not. Okay, it's just still looking a bit, it still looks a bit red. Oh, actually that's because of all of this stuff, right? Okay, yeah, I might actually you're having an eventful morning. What is that a good thing or a bad thing? Or is it okay-ish? Is everything okay? As for me, yeah, I'm fine-ish, sort of, yeah. Sure, why not? Yeah. So I think one problem is we added bright and contrast. We turned the contrast down a bit and upped the saturation last time because the skin tones were way too pale. So I think that and also then it also brings out more color in the shirt and things because before it kind of looked very overexposed and washed out. But I think that's also then having a problem on some of the other colors and stuff. So we might just, I don't really want to end up having to use different skin, so I guess we'll just go with this. But we definitely need to repose because this pose is really terrible. But at least for right now, I want to focus on doing the scenery and everything. We'll come back to the posing and other details and things a bit later on, because I don't want to spend too much time focused on that rather than doing other things. So let's start getting some more trees and stuff populated around here. Why is it weird though? Like weird as in just like weird, or like weird as in like weird, or like weird, or just like weird. That didn't make any sense, but it's fine. Also, my voice is kind of cracking a lot. That's strange. Anyways, okay, that's all of that covered. And then I'll probably just grab some extras here and then move those up and sort of across quite a bit. And then we can do that, yeah. Sure, that works. And then I might grab this, and let's see, is that okay? That angle is fine. We just need this to go here, and that looks pretty good. Okay. I could let's just add some more trees and stuff. Yeah, honestly, I don't know what I was trying to ask, but yeah, it's fine. I'm sure as long as everything's okay, then that's good. Is this tree gonna go here? Yes, it should go there. It would also be nice to move this one in more, sort of, so that you see it. Maybe even one like closer, like down here-ish. It kind of feels a bit too closed in though. Like, I feel like I should also have one like in the middle-ish, but at the same time, I want it to kind of feel open. We could also probably change our focal length to be a bit wider. That might also help. Or even go up to like a 50mm. Might be better. Yeah, that could also be what our problem is that our focal length is pretty wide. I also need to move this because now it's reflecting a lot again. Yeah, no, I don't think it's the focal length. The focal length seems to be fine. I'll probably go down to like a 40. We'll go down to 35. Yeah, 35, that works. I actually really need to fix up my audio and stuff. Like I should add like a noise gate and stuff on my mic and a bunch of other stuff, but we're lazy. I was like earlier today, I was like, yeah, I should probably do that, and then I got distracted and started doing other stuff like work, and then yeah, I kind of just forgot, and then it got to like 8:30 and I was like, oh well, damn, I can't really fix that up right now, so that's gonna be delayed again. Whoopsies. Is that let me turn, actually I can just go into, okay, that's going to show, so we're just going to put a few blocks around there-ish, yeah, okay, and then we can have another tree around there-ish. If that's not colliding with anything, it's not. Okay. The other thing I need to do, let me just okay, yeah. Let's see, I just need to quickly, okay, there we go. Excellent. Okay, yeah. So The other thing is, actually what? We could do a night scene instead. Yeah, but also no, I don't know. I'm really confused as to what I don't like about this. We could also change the intensity up on our sun lamp to be more intense. And then we can add a bunch of like glare and stuff that could look nice. The other thing as well, I also want to turn up AO slightly. And okay, the sky strength is fine. Yeah, we just need to get like scenery working properly, and then like that should help things out quite a bit. But yeah, okay. So we need to add another hill, like another layer, I should say, further up. So I just need to select all of this and then move it about there-ish. Yeah, that's fine. Again, we're taking full advantage of perspective right here, because you're not going to notice that there's literally like nothing. There's a gap there of like 2 blocks or something. But again, perspective, so you're not going to notice. And I take full advantage of that. Okay, and then come back a bit. Could even go out to like here. And then, yeah, okay, that looks fine. Okay, so where are there some gaps? That doesn't matter. There are no gaps through there or anywhere. So then it's just behind here. Welcome to the stream, L-Cheese, Litcheese. Yeah, okay. I'll just say cheese. Welcome. G'day. How's it going? Let's see. Okay. So if we put one of these here, that's at the right height, and this isn't. That's okay. I mean, we could do that. It's not like Minecraft doesn't have trees going into each other occasionally. It's just from a lighting standpoint, you want there to be stuff there. Yeah. I mean, the other thing as well that we should probably do is we should probably straighten this stuff out. Welcome to the stream, Brofist. How's it going? Yeah, we'll straighten all of these edges out here. Because what I'm going to do, and which is just a thought I just had, is I should probably add, probably add some planes and stuff, so there isn't too much light from like from underneath the, because like the HDRI has like blue and stuff under here, so that's coming up and hitting the bottom, which I kind of don't mind, because that does also kind of then simulate some bounce. Like if the sky, lighting was to bounce off the ground and then bounce up, it does sort of simulate some of that. But I want to try it the other way too. So we're just going to straighten these edges out so that we can then just add a plane or something for that. Okay, there we go. And then we need one here. But again, does that fill? Okay, it does fill. There aren't any gaps there now. So then it's just this area back here. I want to add another tree like here-ish. And then I can add another one like back here to fill some of that space. And then that's also fine. Can move that up. There is a small, okay, there are a few small gaps, like there's a gap there. Oh, snow, actually, that's actually a great idea. Yes, actually, I should do that. I will do that. Can add some snowflakes and things with a particle system. That is an excellent idea. I did not think of that. I probably sound like really, did that sound sarcastic? I didn't mean that to be sarcastic. That was genuine, or it was supposed to be a genuine response, but now I'm just overthinking it. Can I just put one here? Okay, yeah. And then I've just got a few gaps to fill, like here-ish. You know what, I'll put these sort of down-ish. Sure, that makes sense, yeah, sure. Okay, so we've got a pretty, oh actually there's a few spaces back there as well that I didn't address. Okay, so then let's have a look here at what we've got. Let's give this a render. So yeah, I definitely still don't like the posing. Other thing as well is I feel like the sun angle is way too shallow. So we're going to rotate this down more to be more top down. And then we can rely on this a bit more for some of that other lighting that we require. Okay, that's looking better, but again, posing still needs to be adjusted. You can add a fox in front of me and then pose. This is true, but even if I was to keep like the same pose, it's even like for a pose like that, it's posed badly, I feel like. So I'd still want to adjust it anyways because it looks quite awkward. Like it doesn't look right to me. And also the expression and like everything really. And also like these shadows is like around like the hair and stuff here seem too soft. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. So the other question I guess then we've got to ask is, if it's going to be like snowing, does that mean we need to add clouds and stuff? Or can it still be sunny at the same time? Because like it doesn't really snow here, so I don't really know if that's a thing. I'd assume it's not. It would have to be cloudy if it's snowing. I don't know. I just work here. Yeah, I don't know. I suppose the other thing we should do in the meanwhile is we should grab our outline of all the grass and stuff. So we should go to our outliner and then select all of these like so, and then we should make them a single object. What's this snow block doing here? Why do I have a snow block here? That is slightly confusing. Oh, right. I've got to add snow and stuff to the trees. Okay. That's something I forgot. Oh god. Well, gosh diggity darn it. I guess I can just add it to one of these trees and then I can then just duplicate it and do the others. But whoopsies, I did not mean to do that. So we only need snow on like the top layers though, because obviously snow wouldn't fall on the rest of it. Welcome to the stream, Greens, how's it going? Okay, so we'll select all this, Control J. Okay, so we want to move this to there and then delete this one, and then we need to do the exact same with all the other ones. Yay, we love this. I totally do not want to just give up now because this is tedious. But anyways, that's 3D in a nutshell. You're good. That's good to hear. Been up too much lately, or just kind of been chilling? I know a lot of people here are heading back to school. So like, you guys heading back to school yet, or already been back for a while? Yeah, sure. Okay. We need to replace like this one, and then we can replace this one here. Should really use like instancing or whatever it's called, so that I could just like change one tree and the rest of them would change, but we're not smart enough to think ahead like that, let alone actually do it. You're on midterm break, so no school for a week. Oh, that's good. That's not too bad. Yeah. Well, that's good if you get a bit of a break. Have you been getting up to much on break? Like, have you been like going out or like doing stuff much, or like how's it been hard to like get out lately? Because I know here we've been we've had restrictions and stuff because of like COVID and everything for like a few months now, so we haven't really been able to like do anything. We've just been like locked up, which is kind of annoying, but I guess you gotta do what you gotta do. Okay, that's all of the trees like near the front-ish. But I may as well do the rest of these now, given I'm here. Just a few more. And then we can get onto particles and everything. Hold on. You being... Oh, yeah. Is that like there's stuff going on in like Nigeria with like SARS and everything, I think. I've heard about stuff like that. I don't know, but like, yeah, that stuff is really scary. So yeah, hopefully stay safe if you can, because yeah, that is really scary, and I wouldn't want to have to like stay inside just to like... Actually, that doesn't... I kind of have been, but yeah, not to like that extent. Yeah. It's pretty... I've heard it's gotten pretty bad over there, so yeah. Stay safe and try not to get into any trouble, but obviously like... Yeah, obviously like there's not really much you can do. Yeah, it's... Okay, so what kind of what kind of mobs and stuff should we add? To add your street? Jesus. What kind of like animals do you guys reckon we should add? Do you reckon we should have like because I was thinking we could have like... We're definitely gonna have like a fox, like a snow fox, or just like a normal fox. A wolf, yeah, a wolf would be good. Maybe also like a sheep, but I feel like a sheep would blend in too well if it's like white. So maybe if it had like grey wool. Let's also add some clouds. Actually, no, we don't need to add clouds. Let's just go into here. Oh wait, huh? Oh right, that's okay. Yeah, let's add a mapping node for this. Put that into there, and then go texture coordinate, and then put generated into vector. And then we can change the... Does that actually... What is this? Okay, it does, yeah. We can kind of do that. Then we can rotate it and hopefully get some more, yeah, like somewhere around there. And then you can see the clouds sort of better. Yeah, I mean, I'm interested to see what they do with like the goats and stuff. I'm kind of a little I don't know, I'm kind of a little disappointed when it comes to like the mobs and stuff that they've been adding with like the mob votes, because like it's... I know like the last few updates have actually been kind of like feature rich, but I don't know, I just feel like maybe they could like do a lot more in terms of like features and things with each update. Obviously 1.17 is quite a big update with them like redoing like cave generation and like other stuff like that. But yeah, I just feel like, I don't know, maybe like there's a few things holding the updates back from being like really good. But I don't know, I guess we'll have to wait and see what it's like once it's actually out. I just turned the depth of field down a bit because I felt like it was a bit too intense. Yeah, because that would have been a pretty cool mechanic, like it being able to like spawn ice and like drop it on you, but yeah, I guess not. Okay, so Yeah, all right, okay. So the what I was going to do is, if I can, okay, yeah, is I'm going to select these, I'm going to press 7, and we're going to select all of our top faces. We're going to duplicate them, and we're going to press P to separate them into a separate mesh, and then we can do this. Oh, whoops, actually I didn't, oopsie. I was supposed to do faces, not edges. There we go. Okay, and then we can change the material to be a transparent, yeah, a transparent material. So we want transparent, and then let's just change the blend mode to alpha clip. Okay, and then we can append our grass particles. What's the last? We used it here, yeah. We need to go to particle settings. Let's import both of these while we're here. Okay. Right, yeah. That's the other thing as well. So we need to delete everything that imported and then go append collection. We want flowers and grass, I believe. Yes, that looks accurate. Okay, so we want to, on this one, we want to add our okay. I always forget which tab the in the meantime you'll be working on your Among Us map, and if you'll recreate train guide. Oh right, okay, yeah, that's pretty good. Little project to spend some time on, yeah. Yeah, where's, I always forget which tab the actual, am I just blind? Okay, right, there we go. So if we run this out, that impacted performance a bit. Okay, that looks like the wrong collection. What about that? Okay, that is correct, and that is quite laggy. Okay, let's turn that down a bit. Let's turn it back on though, just briefly, because we probably need to move this. Okay, so it needs to go down to about there-ish, and then it needs to go over, and then we also need to move it back a bit. Okay, so now in theory, let me just recenter on that. Now in theory, if we turn it all the way up, you shouldn't have it clipping over any edges too much. Okay. It still is a little bit though, so let's fix that. It's very laggy though, but I need to be able to see. Come on, get all the way back, because I don't want to see any of the bottom parts of the grass. Okay, there we go. And then the same goes for the sides. But does that puts it over on? Okay, we'll have to leave the sides then. It's just the front. Okay, so obviously the thing here is we need to modify this texture. So let's have a look at the material. What? Wild Grass 01. Okay. So we need to go to, actually, are all of these using? Wait, all of these are using a separate material. That should not be happening. Okay, I need to fix this ASAP. So that's on that one. That's on that one. That's on that one. And that's on that one. Okay, excellent. So then if we go to UV editor and we go to if I can type, go to Wildgrass 1, then I want to need to go to image editor and go paint, and then I want to turn this to white and then change the strength to 50 and make it overlay, I think. Oh, that's strange. What is this? Huh? Excuse me. Wait, what if I change it back to mix? Does that like look like white enough? I don't know. Or should I just make it like fully white? Like any of the parts that have supposedly like snow. Welcome to the stream, Abyss. How's it going? Yeah, because I don't want this to, I don't want this to be the whole thing. I just want it to be like top parts of the texture that like have been affected by snow. That's good. Have you been up to much lately, or just kind of chilling? I feel like this part would also be hit because that bit can also be hit from the top. That's good. Let's see. Yeah, so we'll do these parts. And then also I suppose like this part. Okay. See, I'm not very good at texturing and stuff. So this is probably going to end up looking semi-horrible. But it's fine. I might actually go like even further down. It also doesn't help that this is in it also doesn't help that this texture is not the correct resolution. Okay, that's looking better-ish. Let's also do these bits. Also, like the actual, like if you're trying to do like pixel art in Blender, it's kind of gotten a lot weirder to do, which isn't helpful. Because it kind of has like this spread over thing, which I do not like. But anyways. Okay, so how's that looking? I feel like that's not snowy enough, but like if I load all of these, it does kind of look alrightish. Let's give this a test render and see how it looks. Welcome to the stream, Crystal Gaming. How's it going? I'm seeing a bit of like green and stuff here, but I actually don't mind that. That's fine. Okay. Let's think. Okay, so we need to add also, all right, flowers and stuff. We need to add our flowers and everything, but I think that should be fine for the grass. So I will just go to view and then save this as. Let's wait. Hang on. Let's go to. I'll just save it in. I'll just save it in here for now. Okay. Excellent. Okay. So, also welcome Spice, sort of, kind of. I don't know whether that's how you pronounce it, but welcome to the stream. How's it going? So let's also then select this. Move it up slightly. Okay, and let's change this one's particle setting to, I think that's number 2, which will have flowers as the collection. Correct? Yes, that's correct. Okay, so if I change this to 10, which I think is the frame I'm going to do it on, then that doesn't really work too well. I'm also going to move it down. To about there-ish. I'm not liking the fact that there's flowers here, so let me change the seed. That's not really any better. Okay, somewhere like that, or maybe we could try 4. Yeah, something like that's fine. I like that. So frame to 10 is what we're going on, and we should also probably save, just in case we pull an oopsie. Let's move this further up. Let's now also fix this posing and everything. something kind of like this, and then let's like make the eyes bigger, and maybe kind of make it something like this. Oh, and we didn't add any curve to the side of the eyes. That's my mistake. Let's make this smile also like a lot wider, because it's quite short right now. Okay, there we go. I might actually make the teeth even more closed. No, I actually don't want to do that. That's a bad idea. That's better, but this also... I feel like this is too curved. Oh, no, actually that's why, because it needs to be... Okay. Yep, that's a lot better. I also kind of want to get rid of this part of the hair right here, because it's kind of messing with me, and that actually looks better. Okay. Oh, actually, okay. Excellent. Okay. And then also, I guess I'll change what the arms are doing as well, because sure. So that can go there. That doesn't really need to change much. And then this can stay here, but we just need to stop it clipping. So we can do that by doing this. And then I might also then just move this out more, and then move this up and kind of in, and then we can move the whole thing. Okay, there we go. I feel like that's sort of doing better when it comes to the posing. Okay, that's better. Okay. So then let's change back to our shader editor. Right. Let's get our fox. So let's go append cycles. And then we need to go to mob, right? Okay, I'm blind. So we need to go collection, and then we need to go fox, and then actually I need to do something real quick. Not that. I need to do this. Okay, I think that's fine. Okay, let's grab blend it back up. Excellent. Okay. Okay. So basically then, where did our fox go? Right, okay, it's over here. Let's select the armature, I guess, and then where's the root? That's the root, okay. Okay, so let's have him back here-ish. Let's actually make him a bit smaller. And like the head slightly bigger. Okay, about there-ish. And then we can do something like this. Make him kind of look around. What do these do? Okay, that does that. What is this? Okay, that makes sense. I kind of don't like how large this fox is. And also I'm finding it very difficult to pose well as well. What if we just reset all of these? That might also have something to do with it. And also with like how low the knees are, maybe? Sure. Okay. Let's also then add a pig, sure. Where's that? Pig, okay. There it is. I don't like how inconsistent this rig pack is when it comes to like faces and stuff, because these eyes are completely different between like both of these. But it's fine-ish, I guess. Doesn't have to be perfect, as long as it works. Okay, so this little guy, we're just gonna have him leaning like downwards, and then kind of just doing his thing. And like, no, we'll just leave his eyes like that. And then I'll just move this, maybe, sure. Okay, he's having himself a time. He's having a wonderful time. Let's have a look at this now. Let's also go to 210. Okay. That I'm actually liking this, actually. Yeah, this is actually looking quite good. What is this on sample? Okay, it's on about 70. Okay, so there are a few things that I'm not liking. For instance, I'm not liking, if you look at, for instance, the pig, how on the side here, you can tell quite well how sort of orange the sun looks. And you can tell the same here, like on the sides of the blocks, and also kind of on the snow, because obviously it's kind of overexposed, which it should be because it's snow and it's sunny. So it should actually be quite glary. But when it actually comes to the player, it looks fine, except for when you get to the face. The face is very dark, so maybe if I turn down the thickness of the extrusions and everything. That might help it, but I may need, I need to go back to frame 0, right? Okay. I may need to also then just light the face. So let's change this to half what it is, and then we can turn this down more like that, and then if I put this here, how does that look? That actually looks somewhat brighter, but it still looks dark. I don't know why. Also, this lamp I feel like is a bit too big because it's casting quite soft shadows. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Might add a bit of size to it, so it's not really sharp, it's still sharp. Okay, I think the same goes for some of these other lamps. I think that's the problem, is they're too large, therefore they're casting shadows that are too soft. So I think if I do stuff like that, that should sharpen up the shadows and make it less strange. Yeah, that's not too bad. Let me just check. Yeah, we need to turn that off. Okay. I think we may try and render this out now, because I don't think there's not really much else that. Oh, actually, hang on. How did I not notice that? There's a huge gap there. There is a huge gap there. And I'm glad that I noticed it now rather than later, because I would have rendered that and it would have just completely... let's also turn our passes and stuff on while we are here. Okay, so we need to turn this back on. Where is that? Okay, it's a huge gap. Like here-ish. I'll just, you know what? Yeah, sure, that fills it up. Okay, excellent. So let's save this. Let's check our resolution and everything. Correct. Okay, we should be good to go. Oh, actually, one more thing we need to check before we render is our mist depth, which actually looks fine to me if our mist limits are on, which they are. Okay, let's render this puppy out. What rig is it? It's one of my custom rigs. It's a private rig. I basically just made it for me for doing renders and stuff. So it doesn't really have too many features. It's just got basically just stuff that I use, which isn't a whole lot. So, and it's not done either. So I haven't added like any face controls or anything. It's all just controlled from the mouth itself. It's got IK and stuff. Actually, hang on, I need to cancel that render. It's got IK and stuff. Wrists, and then I haven't added fancy feet yet because like, I've just been lazy, and then it's got like bendy bone torso, basically just stuff I use, and then it also has slim arms built in. I haven't added a female mode either yet, so yeah, it's pretty unfinished, but we need to go to frame 210 and then we need to hit render, because otherwise all the grass and stuff isn't going to render, and that would not be a good look. Why is this actually being so slow? How long? Yeah, it's been a minute. Yeah, actually, what is going on? Because I was doing some rendering earlier and it was going pretty slow, and it's usually not this slow. What? Let me check my GPU temps. Just to make sure it's not throttling or anything, because it shouldn't be going this slow. Yeah, it's only at 70 degrees, so it should be fine. Where are we setting the GPU utilization though? How do you actually bake your particles though? Because I've never actually baked particles before. I can bake lighting and everything from here. But how do I bake my particles and stuff? Go to particle session. Oh, cache, right. Okay, that makes sense for it to be in cache. Let me close all this quickly. Am I blind? Where's cache? Am I actually just blind? Or is there no... What? Am I literally just blind? In physics? It's field weight. Rotation. Huh? I'm still very confused. Where is... Am I actually just blind? Yeah, let me Google this. What? Angular velocity, that's your physics, that's render. Viewport display. I think it also depends on what kind of particles it is. Some particles you may not be able to bake that well. I don't know. Anyways, where are we sitting at with... actually, this isn't too bad. We're at 26%. Been going for 6 minutes. Estimates 18 minutes. I'd say it might take another 10 minutes. So I reckon it'll be fine. We'll just leave it to render because we've already done 26% anyways. So what I will do is I will leave this here to render, and I shall yeah, we'll just wait for this to render and we will see. While we do, actually we can actually do some of our compositing. There's not really much point using render farm in the case of like renders and stuff, just because my computer's like actually decent and can render stuff like usually pretty fast. So unless it's like animations or something, then like it doesn't really matter to me. I can just wait for it if it's going to be like 10 minutes or so. But anyways, so let's add our denoise. So let's add our AO. So we want to use a multiply and then put AO into that and set it to 0.2. We also want a mix for our, we want to set this to add, and then add a color ramp, and then we will put our mist into that. I'll turn this down to 0.4 because I'll probably turn it down to somewhere around there anyways. And we'll make the color of this a slight bluish tint. And then let's add our bloom and everything. So let's add a blur. Let's take this image and go 50. Oh, okay. And then we'll put that into there. And I'll probably need to be down to about there anyways. So that's fine. Let's add our color balance, our lens distortion, and then lastly we want to add a multiply with a blur going into there. We're going to set it to a relative and then 30 on each. And then we need an ellipse node, and this is going to be for our vignette. And then we can set this 2.9 on each. We might need to go higher, but that should do it. Other thing I will also add is a bit of glare. And that's all. I'll change this to fog glow, and then I'll change the mix to -0.4. That's all I can really do in terms of compositing until it's actually finished, because I actually need to like see it next to know, and then also like play around with it to do any other stuff I want to try. I might try adding some sunbeams, but they don't really make sense here. But I might try doing some things with the environment. So, but that's most of the compositing and stuff we need to do. So we've just got to tweak it once it's actually done. Actually, the other thing we do need, we've got a denoise here. So that's fine. We do also need to denoise our AO. So I will connect this up quickly and put that into here so that the AO is denoised as well. Okay, so yeah, this do be taking a fair while though. I really don't understand why it's taking so long. It usually shouldn't take this long. It's usually faster. It's not the resolution either. And it shouldn't be the particles either as well. And we're rendering at the same sample rate. We don't have any... Do we have caustics off? Actually, that might be it, but that shouldn't make too much of an impact. And we've got spatial splits on. So that's fine. I don't know why it's taking longer. I mean, with some of this stuff, it makes sense because, like, for instance, a lot of this stuff here has subsurface, as well as like the grass and stuff has subsurface. So that makes sense. But once it gets to like this stuff, it shouldn't take too long. Like this stuff, I think is fine. I kind of understand why that's taking a while, but for the rest of it, I'm not sure. Yeah, see, that's made that yeah, that shows right there. Yeah, when it's not rendering subsurface and stuff, it's a lot faster, like the sky and everything. So it shouldn't take too much longer, I don't think. Might be another like 5 minutes. Yeah, I don't know why it's been slower though. It should have only taken like 10 minutes or so. It's been like 20. So I don't know what's up with that. I guess I'll have to check that because that's strange. Either that or I've just been working with like optimized scenes a lot more. So it's also probably that because I'm used to them rendering being like blazing fast. But anyways. Yeah, it's slowing down again a bit with the trees and stuff. We're probably gonna end up going over again because we are supposed to kind of like wrap up in 6 minutes, but it's fine. Alrighty, so we should pretty much almost be done. We've got, okay, so that tile is on, almost done with its samples, and then we've got one more tile to go. Which is actually pretty nice because I was like, oh, are we gonna go overtime? But we shouldn't go too much overtime, so that's fine. Okay, how many more samples do we have? We've still got another 100 or so, yeah. 150, well, that's 100 now, okay. So, let's move this a bit. Okay, and now we just need it to composite, so we'll update that, and then it'll take a hot second to composite. Oh, damn. I wasn't expecting it to do that much. Okay, so firstly, we need to turn this vignette down. That's the first point of call. And then once that's done, okay, that's looking a lot better. We need to fix this mist to be a little. Actually, no, I like it being there. Actually, we didn't add the snow or anything. Oh well, it's fine. But let's turn this down. Maybe even like 0.1. Go 0.5. I'm also going to just mute the denoises and the vignette quickly, just because that'll make compositing much quicker, and it means I can make tweaks and stuff, and it will happen faster, and it just means I can see what I'm doing better. Yeah, somewhere around there. Let's add some more orangey tones. Yeah, that's nice. A bit of blue as well. And then this one can be a bit more orangey, maybe a bit less. Maybe closer to the pinks. Kind of, no. Somewhere around there, yeah. Let's also add a let's also add a brighten contrast and turn our contrast up a bit. Excellent. Let's also add some glare to our environment. So let's add a mix for that. It needs to be a multiply. No, actually, hang on. The environment should become the factor. And then, yeah, like so. Okay. So I think I need to switch these. Wait, hang on. Where's... Oh, right, this image is still coming from there, I see. Okay, so we need to switch this. And this needs to be fog glow. If I turn this all the way down, what is that? Oh, that actually brightens the sky a bit. Okay, that's nice to know. Okay, let's unmute all of this. I still feel like our glare is a bit too much though. Maybe I'll half it. Yeah, that's a lot better. Okay, I think that's pretty much everything. I think that's all we really need to composite. So, and okay, so we're only like 4 minutes over. Okay, so we are pretty much going to wrap up. If you enjoyed the stream, please leave a like. That is very much appreciated. If you didn't, you can leave a dislike. If you enjoy this kind of content, then please consider subscribing. I do very much appreciate it. We stream Blender stuff every Monday at 9 p.m. AEST. Apart from occasionally I might postpone or cancel, so definitely hit up the Twitter or any of my socials if you want updates and things. Otherwise, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, evening, afternoon, whatever time it is for you, and I will see you all next time. See ya.